Hello, good morning. Happy Friday, and welcome to Women in Construction. Just very excited. Again, we're here almost mid-month into celebrating women in the construction industry. And so thank you for being here. Today, we're going to be talking about all of the different opportunities that the construction industry offers. Now, I know it's Women in Construction Month, but we would not be able to be where we are without the supporters of our men. And so, all of those who are here today, thank you so much for understanding how important it is to be able to support the women in your life and other women that are on our construction job sites and in our construction offices. And so today we're just going to really go over all of the different opportunities that there are in the construction industry. Now, I will tell you, again, I've been a college professor for over 20 years. And the one thing that I tell all of the counselors is if you have anyone who doesn't know what they want to do, then send them to one of my classes. Because the skills you learn in construction management are going to be valuable skills that you can use the rest of your life. And so we say here at Construction Management Online, if you can manage your life, you can manage a project. Now, don't get carried away with that, because there's a lot of people in construction who would be mad at me saying that just anybody can come in and manage a construction project. I believe that's true. I believe that we have the skill sets in our life to be able to create opportunities in the construction industry, but you will only be a really good construction manager when you have construction experience. In a perfect world, that construction experience would start with a little bit of dirt under your fingernails and just really being able to get in the middle of it, being able to feel the energy of what happens on a job site. And it's not all positive energy. Sometimes there's, stress and anxiety that leads people to frustration, anger, and, sometimes depression. But we don't want to go deep into those areas because those really are the responsibility of the individual. We need to understand that anytime in life, there's going to be short periods of struggle and sacrifice in order for us to build the knowledge that we need to elevate to the next level of our journey. And so recognizing that construction is hard, but so is teaching. So is going out and working with the community as an auto mechanic, or so is working at a grocery clerk, as a grocery clerk at a grocery store. And if you've ever dealt with, some people in the public, that could be a really tough job too. So there's a lot of different aspects to construction that we just need to make sure that we're prepared for so that we can accept those hard times in order to be able to really trench through to the big rewards. Because the construction industry has a tremendous amount of opportunity. It is one of those places where you can start at a very low level and be able to work your way up to the highest possible levels in the industry. It has a low entry educational requirement. So that means that the physicality that you bring to the project can be enough in order to be able to get you started. And then recognizing as you're working the knowledge that you're taking in that continues to build your education and knowledge in the continues. I don't know. There we go. And how that continues building you as a person. So I do tell them, go into construction management, because when you're in construction management, you are going to really understand organization. You're going to understand management, and you're going to understand how to schedule. You're going to understand how to estimate. And all of these things are things that we use in our daily lives. But let's talk specifically about some opportunities that the construction industry can have for women. So I'll start a little bit with my story, just for you to understand that our personal lives inevitably are going to interact with our profession. And as a woman who wanted to be a mom and wanted to have children, when I was thinking going through college, I was thinking about being corporate success and being able to really, drive and rise high in the business that I was going to be going into. And I never really thought about the impact that children would have to that. It's pretty obvious now. But the other thing that I had is I had a very invasive hobby. So I barrel race and I compete in professional women's barrel racing. And I still have horses that I compete off of now because it's a great way to keep my old body in shape and my mind competitive. And it's a passion that allows me to be able to work as hard as I do. And construction has always been the thing that really has allowed me to afford that. And I've, in my personal life, struggled a little bit in